You're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sandra.
I'm trying to place this properly. Is it a vindication of a position that was held, or a disappointment in what was expected? On the one hand, your staff at the hospital have said they were assaulted. The committee you set up has come out to say, wait a minute, there was verbal assault but not physical assault, which means it is not as aggravated as it was earlier anticipated. Where do you stand as a ministry on the findings?
Thank you very much. Good evening to our listeners. Where we stand is where the report stands. This is a fact-finding committee put together by the ministry. And I'm sure the work of the committee is clear. There were issues of assault. The committee went into that, and we can report that wasn't the case, or we've not received any corroborative reports regarding that. The footages that came to the committee did not review that. The persons who appeared before the committee did not see any of that. So we came to the finalization conclusion that the committee cannot collaborate with that particular incident.
So, in summary, was it the case that there was no assault, or there was, but it was exaggerated?
The findings pointed to the fact that there was no physical assault, but there were some altercation, some verbal assault, some disturbances around the emergency area of Ridge Hospital.
Okay, my attention has just been drawn to the fact that you were part of the committee. So this work that was done, you were part of the work that was done.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, did you interview the nurse in question? Did you, aside seeing her health records, did you interview? I've seen that the committee said you attempted to hear from Ralph by interview, but you ended up getting a written statement from him. Did you hear from the nurse?
We spoke to every staff, or apart from the men who came in, who came with Ralph. We've spoken with everybody who was opposed on that day, including the nurse who was seen in a bandage. We've also spoken with Ralph and his lawyer, and then we can see that every person who is supposed to be contacted, we made contact with such persons.
Yeah, but the lady herself, Rejoice, she was interviewed at the committee level.
Yes, we interviewed her.
At the committee, did she maintain what she said in the media interview about having a dislocated shoulder or hand?
Yes, she maintained that she was beaten. She was assaulted by some gentlemen at the OPD, or the emergency area. But we can review that we have since not come to the realization or any finding of that particular incident. All the nurses or medical officers who are put that they cannot see that they saw anything of that nature. The medical report of the facility did not also corroborate what she said. So we have to arrive at this conclusion.
Is there a possibility that she was indeed and in fact assaulted? However, no camera captured that and no eyewitness saw that, or even if any eyewitness saw that, no eyewitness was willing to corroborate that story?
What we have seen and reviewed, the document we have reviewed, is what we have put out there. What she may have thought, what she thinks, that we cannot see.
So it's possible that she has indeed been assaulted?
We can't say that, but we have not seen any footages. We have not gotten any person who was actually at post that day to corroborate his statement.
Yes, so but my question is that because it sounds as if you are very emphatic that she was not assaulted, where there's a possibility that she may have been assaulted, but there's no video.
Read the findings. We said that we have not seen. We have not seen till now. We have not seen. If you have any footage today, maybe our judgment may be different. But we have said that we have not seen any report till today. We have also not got anybody to come and corroborate her story. All the officers at posts on that day said they did not see anything of that sort. So you can agree with me in that it will be difficult for us to assume and also imagine that there will be some footage or documents that may come later. Where we are now, we have said that there is no footage, there is no report. So we stand here until there is any other contrary view or evidence to this fact.
What this means that to the best of your knowledge, she has not been assaulted.
We've done an extensive work and believe that well and purpose we have done a good work, and we believe that our judgment is right.
Has this report been given to her? What has been her reaction following your finding?
The minister is the one who commissioned the work. We have submitted a report to the minister.
Okay. Now, Now let me move you away from being a member of the committee to being the chief spokesperson of the health sector. Why would she make the claim that she made? And if it turns out to be false, based on everything you have gathered so far, until some contrary evidence emerges later, why would you think she did what she did? And if it turns out that it was false, are there measures that have to be taken against her?
I don't know how your system is. Somebody feels that maybe verbal attack could have some psychological effects, and that psychological effects may also lead to some body pain and all that, and would want some remedy or medication given. That was done when we looked at the report. She's been cancelled, and then some painkiller was given on the following day, not the said day, though, the following day. I would believe that should let matters rest. Maybe she felt some pain, and that has been given, and we have gone into the matter to see what we can do to strengthen and improve service. We have actually done that. We'll leave the rest to the Honorable Minister and a team that may be doing the implementation of the various recommendations, and then think that should strengthen our system. The other ones, we will have to leave it to the other institutions that may be interested.
So she was seen by a doctor in the same hospital, correct?
Yes, on the following day, which is Monday.
And the records,
Monday afternoon,
and you asked for those records, and you poured through those records, and that's
yes, we actually collected every record on that said day, the following day, and then the third day, including the CCTV cameras of the place for all these days.
Considering that you have talked about challenges with staff and doctors, is it possible that she never got to see a doctor because of the because of the low numbers of doctors you have there, maybe? So she may not have been seen, and
no,
she
never did what?
She never got to be seen by a doctor, so it could be her word against.
Oh no, she works at an emergency, and then if it's an emergency, the emergency medical team have taken care of her.
Okay. Finally,
so the report says that she came back and was seen on Monday, not a Saturday.
Okay. But we have seen her in the video where she did that interview with a sling over her shoulder holding her hand. which is done for people who have either a fracture or dislocation or maybe a broken arm. She's a health professional. She knows at what stage a person should wear that particular sling. If she was not injured to necessitate her having that on her arm or shoulder, why did she have it? Did you ask her that?
I cannot say why she's doing what she did. Maybe she has a reason, and you cannot fault her. But the committee has come out clearly to say this is what we have found.
But you could have asked her that. Oh, we've seen that you are. When she came before the committee, was she still wearing that thing on her?
Yeah, we went to her at the bedside. We went to her to talk to her.
Oh, she was she was in a hospital bed.
Yes, she was in the hospital when we went to talk to her.
But what you've described is not something that should warrant someone being admitted to a hospital bed, is it?
Yes, what we have seen, what the records revealed, actually point to that fact. But we didn't know why all of these things happened. We were surprised to also see the report that proved that she didn't have any serious injury, the records, the doctor's record, and then just opposing that with her own comments, we thought there was some a clear deviation from what she told the committee. However, we are only finding fact. We can't go and be doing cross-examination, re-examination, and all that. We just have to let the public know what exactly we find out, and then leave it at that.
But Tony, you have been in the health sector for close to 20 years, based on what I know. I mean, can someone just go and carry a sling, put over their shoulder, and go and lie in a hospital bed if the hospital does not properly admit them? And would the hospital admit you to be in a bed if you don't have to be in a bed? We know there's outpatient department and inpatient department. If you're not qualified to be in the inpatient department and even be given a bed in this era of difficult bed or no bed syndrome, why would someone be found lying in a bed with a sling over her arm or her shoulder when medically she's not supposed to be? There's a problem there too, don't you think?
Yes, there is a problem, because if for whatever reason she feels that she needs to be admitted, a medical doctor must do that, and that must be recorded in the system. Whatever you do, you need an evidence to prove whatever you do. The medical doctor said he was sane and discharged and allowed to go. She went home, came back. So maybe she could come back and decide to lie on the bed, and then maybe she feels tired or something and wants to lie on the bed. But the records we have is that she was seen.
Tony,
yes.
But the hospital, in fact, if I have relatives on admission and I go to visit them, nurses insist that I don't even sit on the bed that the patient
That's
is.
correct.
They say that the bed is just for the patient. So I do not think that the beds in the hospital wards are for siesta, where a nurse would decide that I just want to go and lie down. I think there's something missing in this story in here, that you met her lying in bed. Did she sit up to talk to you, or she spoke to you while lying down?
Yes, so that is what we have done. The missing link, you may not have the opportunity of getting that hospital record. That's why we went into this work, got the record, and then we realized that the record must admit you. You must be admitted by a doctor. You can't just go and lie on any bed and then expect that you'll be taken care of. You must be admitted. And I'm saying that the system did not admit her. The system did not get her to stay all the periods. So anytime we go there, even the day we went there, she was actually at the the client's area where the nurses sit, or the nurses' desk. That's where she was when the minister went there. Another time when we went, she was lying on another bed. So, but all of this, maybe she feels that she wants to relax. But we can say on authority, but that the doctor they did not actually admit her. The doctor says there is some tenderness. Tenderness means that attaches, but the arm was not dislocated. There was no severe fracture. So these were all in the hospital records. So that is what we worked with, including getting people to come and talk. So if I come and I tell the committee that we did not see anybody bitter, and we go into the records, and the record says that there is no fracture, which one should we take? Then this one corroborates the other one, so we take that.
Okay, someone has sent me a question. I wanted to just pass it on to you. The person says, can you access her medical reports or records without a court order?
This is our system. This is a system we have put together. So, and the system is with us. For us to improve upon that system, we need to go into it and do the right thing. We did not give this record to anybody. It's still the Ministry of Health that has the record that decide to bring a matter to rest and also improve upon the service and not allow people from anywhere to just come and then walk into an area. So all of these things has helped us to deal with the security aspect of our emergency area, to deal with this matter, to bring matters to rest, and also to improve upon our staff strength and make sure that diagnostics are provided for hospitals so that they can take care of the people that come to them to reduce some of these delays that we saw.
Okay. Someone has just sent me a message saying that there are about one or two beds reserved for staff of the hospital when they need to. So there's a possibility that that's a bed that this person was lying on. Can you confirm that she was lying in a bed in the ward, or it's the one for the reserved nurses?
I don't want to go into this bed issue, but I said she was lying down when we went there. I can say that the records and the people there said they did not see anything of that nature. The doctor who saw her on the following day, which is a Monday, said she did not see any fracture after the x-ray. There was no dislocation, but there was some tenderness, meaning that she, according to her, if you touch her, but there is no actually confirmation of that by the medical equipment there. So that is where we are. There is no beating, as the report suggested. There is also no delay, as Raf claimed that there was delay that led to what they did at that place. There was no delay because the medical officers were actually calling ambulance to come and actually refer the person to a diagnostic center for diagnostic to be carried out. The security there was weak.
Okay.
We have to improve upon our security. We need to look, if possible, get Ghana police around that area to assist during weekends. The report has also said that let's improve upon diagnostics. Let's get what do you call?
I think I've summarized the report right from my list. Just a few things to.
Okay.
A nurse has sent me a message.
Okay.
He said tenderness means something happened. She was on the 4th floor with other patients, and she was kept away because of security reasons. What do you say to that?
No, if you touch me and I said I'm feeling pain, I go further to get a diagnostic, and the diagnostic says otherwise. Maybe the doctor is the one who will tell you this is the reason why, but in this report, the doctor said there is no fracture, so we'll leave it at that.
Very well. I just have one more question. The over 30 or so nurses who have left duty without
32.
Yes, over. What would you do about them?
So the minister has asked a team to quickly start implementing, and I believe that team will advise the minister going forward whether to get other officers from other wards or areas to come and augment the staff strength, or those who are home will get Ministry of Finance to give us financial clearance for us to get them on board, or any other suggestion the committee may bring up. I'm sure the minister will be amenable to that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Tony Goodman.
I'm grateful, my brother.
Tony Goodman speaks for the Ministry of Health. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 CTFM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on